Hello everyone, Carol from Carol's Vintage Treasures. I have a What's Sold video for you today to be followed by a thrift haul. I had a really great week. I had 21 sales November 3rd through the 10th. I think this was my best week I've had since I've started reselling full time. I'm just hoping there's more to come. It's been good so far, so we'll see. I had 20 sales on Etsy and one on Poshmark. And I'm probably going to go through it kind of quick because there's a lot of windows open here, and Canva doesn't do well when a lot of windows are open. And now my nose is going to start itching. All right, we'll start with Poshmark since we just had one sale there. I had another pair of pajamas. They sold for $13. I got these a few years ago when I was working at Big Lots. They went down to 90% off, and I just bought a bunch of them, and I've been selling them little by little. But this one sold for $13. I did take an offer on it, so I'm just trying to clear out things. And I don't know how much more Poshmark I'm going to be doing because first they switched things up where you can't use a priority box anymore. You have to use your own boxes. And now they took away bulk sharing. Why they're doing all this during fourth quarter, I don't know, because it takes me a really long time to share my closet individually. So that's going to take up a lot of my time that I don't have right now. So if sales happen organically, great, and I'll share it when I have time. That's all I can do. But I wasn't making a ton of sales on Poshmark anyway. This is the only one I had. And I don't think I had any last week. So let's move on to Etsy. Next thing I sold was this sand art. It was a Navajo healing sand painting. Very pretty. I found this just thrown into the wood stuff over at Goodwill. I found a few of them. This is the first one I think I've sold, but it was 8-inch square and it was very pretty. Sold for $29.99, and it had a little story on the back, and it had the signature of the person who made it. So that was great. And I have a few more of those, so hopefully they sell well too. Next thing I sold was this M&M's tin. It sold for $16.49. I bought a whole set of these last year, right after Christmas. They had them for 99 cents each. They haven't really been selling too well, but I've sold a couple of them, and $16.49 isn't bad for what I paid for it. So, next thing that sold were a couple of Elvis Presley albums. These went to the same person. This first one was a gospel album, his songs of inspiration. Sold for $15.74. And they also bought this one, His Hand in Mine. It was another inspirational album from 1960. The inspirational albums don't sell as well as the rock and roll ones. But this one sold for $12.74. I have had it for a really long time. I bought a bunch of stuff in an Elvis Presley lot from Shop Goodwill. So it's been selling little by little. And let's see. Next thing I sold was this Nancy Drew book. I just listed this. It sold pretty quickly. It was on my bookshelf and I didn't realize I had it, so I just listed it. It sold for $11.99. Pretty good. It was from 1996 and it was just a reprint of the earlier series. This was really beautiful. It is a necklace, kind of a scarf. I listed it as a beaded scarf necklace with fringe. It was really pretty. I got this in a lot of Shop Goodwill items that I won at an auction. and it sold for $19.49. It was really pretty. It will look nice during the holidays, I think. Maybe New Year's or Christmas parties. Next thing that sold was this Starbucks cup. I've had this for a while too. It was sold for $12.74, and it was just an insulated hot cold tumbler, 16 ounce, and it was an agave desert from Arizona cup. So, and someone from Tucson, I believe, purchased that. So it didn't have far to go. I've had this for a really long time. I'm glad it finally sold. Um, it's a picture frame, and it says, "You are my sunshine," and it actually plays "You Are My Sunshine." It's got a little spot to put a picture in. It was really, really cute, and it played well. It was a House of Lloyd, and it was made of resin. It was very nice, and there's the mark there. But 1949 was nice for that. I just listed this one. It sold pretty quickly. It is a Libby snowman. Oh, let me get it up here for you. It's too down too low. There. It is a Libby glass snowman candy jar with a top hat lid. It was probably from the 70s. I sold it for $17.99. These glass candy jars sell pretty well for me, so I pick them up when I see them. The Christmas tree ones also. I'm losing my voice. Okay, next I sold these mugs. I had these at the end of last Christmas. I bought them. These sold for $23.99. They were Debbie Mum 4 Snowman 12-ounce ceramic mugs, and they sold for $23.99. It was a really cute set, and it was in the original box, so that was nice. Ooh, that's a blurry picture. I really need to go. I need to take more time with my pictures. Some of them are not too great. So, and let's see. Holly's coming over for her drink of water, per usual. Next thing that sold was this coffee cup. I haven't had this too terribly long. It was a cup from, it was called Victory Kiss. It was the 1945 picture of the sailor kissing a woman on VJ Day, and it sold for $18.74. This little guy was pretty beat up, but I did finally sell him. I had a box, an auction of Little Tykes items that I won on Shop Goodwill, and this was in it. He sold for $10.49. He was very well loved, but he's going to a new home, jingling all the way. So that was good. Next thing, this didn't take long to sell either. This was the Spode deviled egg tray I found at Goodwill. It sold for $37.49. It was in the original box, and it was in really good condition. And that was a quick, easy sale. And a pretty good one, too. Excuse me, I must be getting a cold. Okay. Next thing that sold was this Lucite napkin holder. Where am I? Okay. Lucite napkin holder. It had seeds and dried flowers in it. It sold for $18.74. I haven't had this very long either, so it sold pretty quickly. Next thing I sold was this Bible storybook. Sold for $29.99. It was from 1965. It was in good condition, as old as it was. So there's the date right there. And I'll show you a few pages of the illustrations. But that was a good sale, $29.99. And I was happy with that. And next thing that sold was this, excuse me, Premier Designs charm necklace. It said hope on it with rhinestones and flowers. And it had a little faux leather band on it. It sold for $5.99. I've had this for a long time too, so I was glad to move that along. And that's pretty much what I'm doing with my older stuff. I'm just lowering the prices until they sell. This was a cute set of vases. They were small. They were Mason's England red and white ceramic vases. They sold for $35.99 for the pair. And they were very pretty. I love the colors, and they were in really good condition too. So they're going to a new home. There's the print on the bottom, or the mark on the bottom. All right. Next, I sold this ashtray. It was a vintage heavy diamond pattern glass ashtray. It was 7 inches. It was very heavy. It sold for $18.74. That was a really good sale. I haven't had that very long either. I think I got this at Sunshine Acres. I'm not sure though. It could have been Goodwill. But it was really nice. And next thing I sold was this little Tetris game. It was a handheld electric game from the 70s. Not the 70s, the 2000s. What am I thinking? It was made by Radica, and I put a little video on there so they could see it worked. I don't know if it's going to let me bring it up here, but it sold for $17.99. I found this over in the baggies, and I usually look for electronic games in the baggies because people do still like to play them, especially the old games like Tetris. People like that. And poker. Poker's a good seller too. So that was good. And this is my best sale of the week. I could not believe I found this. I found this at Sunshine Acres. I walked past it. I thought, $8 for a ceramic vase? And I just left it, went shopping. I came back and I thought, I'm going to look this up, see if it's got any value. So it turned out to be a Mindy Brune Raku Studio Southwestern turquoise pottery vase, spiderweb pattern. Someone had one listed for over $200 online. So I went ahead and I grabbed it and I took it home and I sold it pretty quickly for $187.49. So that's one of my best sales. And I'm really sorry I scoffed at $8 because that was fantastic. But that's one of my best sales. So I was happy about that. And it was really pretty. I had it sitting on my bookcase for a while so I could enjoy it before it left me because it matched really well with my bookcase. But I would rather have the $187.49 right now. So that's okay. All right. Well, that's it. That's my sales. Next up, I have a haul. If you just stay right there, I will be right back with the haul. Hello, everyone. I have a haul for you today. I went to 360 for their senior day and got a few things that I thought you'd like to see. I have been going over there more because they offer 30% off. And they have a pretty good selection, and their prices aren't too bad either. So I'll show you what I got here.
I got a Madeline doll. These sell really well for me, so she does need her face cleaned a little bit, but I think she'll be good. And this is a Kohl's Cares Madeline, and she was $3.99. Okay. Next, I'll get this out before I break it. This is a Jim Beam whiskey bottle of an armadillo. And let's see, where is the little, oh, the cork's back here. But I have another whiskey bottle in my store that's not selling. It's a trolley. We'll see if this one does better. I'm not sure how well they do anymore, but that would look cool on somebody's bar or something, I think. And it was $4.99. And I gotta look it up and see. It does say Jim Beam. I can make that out. The sticker's kind of hiding stuff, so when I get it cleaned up, I'll look at that better. And I am trying to have everything up so you can see it in my Etsy shop. If you click in the details and go to my Etsy shop, it'll take you there. And you can see what I listed it for. I found this. It reminded me a little of Blanco. I don't know if it is. It's not marked. But I thought it was really pretty. It's just a candle holder. It holds 4 votives. And it was $2.99. I decided to bring it home and look it up. But the thickness of the glass and everything and the sheen reminds me of Blanco. So we will see. I didn't get too much this time. I got a couple more things. I got a shirt. Flannel. This is a women's shirt, I believe. Yeah, it's got darts. That's how you can tell. If they've got darts in the side, men's shirts don't have darts. But I thought it was cute and warmer. I could put this on Poshmark. And it's Jack's girlfriend. So she left her shirt at the thrift store. It was $5.99, but 30% off. So all these things were 30% off. This was very unusual. I have to look this up. It looks like an origami little ornament. And it is made of, I don't know if that's resin or, oh, fine bone, wait. It says fine bone china, made in the Philippines, handmade. So it is fine bone china. But I thought it was cute. It's very unusual. So we'll see how that does. All I have left is a baggie. I like to gamble on the baggies. It was $1.99. I thought I might have saw Little People in here, but I'm not sure if they are or not. But we'll look at everything. Oh my goodness. This guy's all out of whack. I believe this is a dragon with a saddle. And I'll probably Google image search that and see what I can find out. We have a G.I. Joe, but it's the more modern one. It's kind of cool. And we got 2. These are what I thought might be Little People. I am not sure. Maybe they're the more modern Little People. But they're army men. And I'm trying to see if I can see anything on them. I don't think so. I'm going to have to image Google search these too. They need to be cleaned up. But I'm not sure where they're from. I will find out. And that's all I got. I didn't get too much this time. I'm trying to be frugal. I'm trying to just get, you know, what I think will sell quickly. Like this shirt. I think the shirt will sell pretty quickly, and I know Madeline will. Now the whiskey bottle, that might be a long tail item. No pun intended. But it's very unique. It's in good condition. It does need to be cleaned up, but I like it. Who else has an armadillo whiskey bottle on their bar? You'd be so, so cool. So that's all I got. Kind of a short one this time. I hope you liked the what sold video and the haul. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. Thank you if you have. I really appreciate it. And comment down below. Let me know what you thought. I think that's it. Kind of short today. Sorry about that. I'll try to find better things next time, or more things. I did find some good stuff, just not a whole lot. So, but I hope you all are doing well, and I hope if you go out thrifting, you find all the treasures that you're looking for. So I will see you in the next one. Take care and happy thrifting.